Hi Leo, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We are doing your weekly messages for next week, so that is from the 4th of March up until the 17th of March, Paddy's Day. And I've already pulled the oracle cards as per usual, so we'll get straight into it. So the first one you got is Unfinished Symphony. And this basically says that there's something that's got unfinished business that you need to get sorted out so that you can move on. So this isn't a card of, like, oh, unfinished business with an ex and maybe we can rekindle things. No, I'm here to tell you that I'm sorry, but it's one of those ones where there's something that's holding you back, like you're not getting the closure that you need and you need to find closure in some way to let that go. This is also about how you can't move on to a new relationship until you've let that go, that past one go. Otherwise, if it's got to do with your work life, this is about you needing to finish some sort of task or project, and you can't start that new one until you finish this. There's definitely some form of unfinished business that you need to attend to before you can move on to your next step. Okay, so then we have the North Node, and it says step out of your comfort zone. And with this card, it basically says that it's now time to face those fears. So get out of that comfort zone, face your fears, obviously within reason, and go down the path of like knowing that this next stage or this next part that you're going on, this is your destiny. This is the journey you're meant to be going on. So step out of that comfort zone, do something that you've never done before, like just like dare to basically do something different in some way. So take that how that resonates, but definitely it's about leaving something behind. And then we have Cat Spirit. So that says claim your independence. Sorry, I almost said interdependence, which is complete opposite of what we're looking at here. So with the Cat Spirit, this is now time for you to basically work on your self-worth, work on your self-respect, maybe separate yourself from other people or from your relationship right now. It's time to basically say no to codependency and just work on, claiming that independence that you are very good at, Leo. With also cat energy, I know it's not a lion, but pretty much. And then we have your energy next week as the Three of Pentacles. So you could be in a phase where you're either very focused on work or you're focused on trying to make things work with other people, trying to collaborate with people, maybe some form of teamwork. Otherwise, you could also be in this place where you're wanting your skills to be valued with the effort that you're putting in, and also you value other people's efforts as well in whatever partnership that you're working on. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Leo. Okay. So first out, we have the King of Wands. We have the Magician, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Page of Cups, the World. This is the Two of Swords, High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, as you know, Leo, at the bottom of the deck, these are things that you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. So first things first, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is about maybe someone coming into your life that is going to give you consistent effort and put work into whatever relationship that you're in. Otherwise, it is, if it's got to do with work, that there is going to be some form of hard work and consistent effort that's put in that's basically going to be a part of some form of teamwork in some way. But it is very kind of slow moving energy. This is the slowest knight in the deck, so slow and steady wins the race with this one. We have Judgment. Whatever this is your purpose. This is you finishing off that unfinished business and stepping out of your comfort zone towards this new path, that you're going to get some sort of awakening to be like, okay, aha, that's what I need to do. And then you're going to focus on some form of collaboration with someone or teamwork in some way, some sort of form of partnership even, where you're wanting to, it's the exact same energy as this, where you're wanting to kind of, put in some sort of effort and skill into something. Maybe you want to master some sort of skill or learn something new. Otherwise, you're just kind of, putting in effort and being appreciated for the effort that you put in, and vice versa. Okay, So right at the center of the reading, I know it doesn't look like the center, but this is your center. I just laid it out differently because of, you know, needing to see with the camera. So we have the Page of Cups. With the Page of Cups, this is about you kind of like daring to dream. It's kind of like that, you know, like the North Node was like about, you know, dare to do something different. This is about daring to dream something into reality, to manifest something. Like if you are stopping yourself from believing the impossible, then obviously you're limiting yourself to what you can actually do. So the Page of Cups is about being that dreamer, being intuitive, like leading with your feelings, and just it could also be some form of like new beginning coming in, but like good news, or something that's quite close to your heart, that is some form of new beginning. Can also be an offer as well, a very small offer though, even an apology of some sort, but a small one. So you could be focused on this, right? What got you to this point is that we have the King of Wands. This could be someone in your life, maybe a fire sign. This is Leo energy, so it could even be you. But what this is someone who's very driven, someone who is like a go-getter, someone who is very like passionate and constantly excited, like wanting to travel, and just like a very mature energy, but someone who goes out there and gets what they want type of thing. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Swords. So this is got to do with you may be overthinking some things. It's like over analysis paralysis type of energy, but it is also about being stuck in your own thoughts and stuck in your own head, because as you can see, from what she's looking in, this mirror or this portal or whatever is actually, you know, in reality, that none of that is actually happening. She's not tied up, she's not blindfolded, she's not being attacked by crows. So it is all in your head type of thing. You're over analyzing things, and maybe that's what's limiting you with dreaming big here. We have the Two of Swords, so maybe there's some sort of decision that you're stuck, feeling stuck with, like you're not able to make some form of decision in this, or someone in your life is being indecisive in some way. So it's like, instead of making a decision, they're just avoiding making that decision. That could be you, or it could be someone else, like I said, or you're struggling to weigh the pros and cons of some form of decision that needs to be made here. And then we have the Seven of Swords, something that might be hidden. Maybe some sort of deceitful energy here. Maybe you could be deceiving someone, or someone could be deceiving you. Maybe you're deceiving yourself, yeah, and like with the limiting beliefs and not believing that like you can dream big type of thing. It could also be your fears, like you're fearing, you know, fearing some form of deceit in some way, or fearing this new path because you're worried that things are hidden, like you don't know what that brings. You might be scared of the unknown, you know. It could also just be about being strategic in some way, like strategically manifesting something in. But we'll see what the rest of the reading says. Okay, so then we have the Magician. So the Magician is in the place of your day-to-day life next week, so your 3D world, that you're going to be in a place where you're taking a lot of action and also kind of bringing some form of manifestation to life as well. Like you're realizing that you have everything that you need to manifest something in, so now you're going to basically take action towards making this happen in your life. Okay, then we have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is in your emotions. You could be feeling very kind of volatile in your emotions, feeling like you might need to kind of like charge in and say something, like you're angry in some way, or like you might need to watch your words with something to do like that. You might want to like I said, charge in and have some sort of like confrontation with someone and be like, this is how it is, you know. Maybe that's the unfinished business that you need to take care of, but just when the Knight of Swords shows up, you just do need to watch what your words are that's coming out. With the World, then this is in your thoughts, so you're thinking about some sort of ending, maybe closing one cycle so that you can move on to your next cycle. You're thinking about something that's maybe some form of new beginning that's going to be a bit more fulfilling and wholesome going forward. You might also even be thinking about traveling in some way. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is in your drive, in your goals, in your purpose, you know, all of those things. And you have the High Priestess, so this is time to kind of like, it's also about dreaming, so maybe you need to again dream big here, but also trust your intuition. It's about you needing to lead with your feelings and your gut rather than your logical mind at this time, and kind of just feel your way through whatever your next goal is or your drive, or feel, like try and go within to find out what is your purpose. You might need to meditate a bit, find some sort of peace and quiet to be able to think properly, but it is about trusting your gut feeling and your intuition. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers here. So let's first clarify, what is this King of Wands? King of Wands is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so it could be, because the King of Wands is Leo energy, see the line in the background there, it could be that you are actually deceiving yourself in some way, right? Or hiding something, or deceiving someone in some way, or needing to be strategic in some way. Otherwise, it could be that this King of Wands in your life, usually a fire sign, otherwise with those traits like I mentioned earlier, the go-getter, the excited, passionate, driven type of energy, there could be something hidden when it comes to that, or sneaky behavior. Sometimes the Seven of Swords can be like a snake, if you know what I mean. And then what is the Magician here? Magician is the Ace of Wands. This is you wanting you wanting to manifest in some new beginning. You're wanting the universe to bring you down a new path that's you're gonna be very excited about, that's you're very passionate about, and you're wanting to kind of go down this new road that's gonna bring you to maybe your purpose even. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So what is the Eight of Swords here? The Eight of Swords is Temperance. This is about you needing to have patience and find balance again within your mindset. It's about kind of being able to release that energy and trust the universe, trust the divine, trust that Archangel Michael has your back, and they're coming in to bring some sort of balance here. So what is this Knight of Swords? We have the Three of Wands. This is you needing to be patient when it comes to your emotions next week. Make sure that you aren't, like I said, having any harsh words with anyone. Be careful, because you might be a little bit angry or like impatient in some way. This is about you, when you get to that stage, take a step back, take a breath, and then be patient. And then once you've done that, then you can go and plan ahead of what your next steps are. Okay, let's see, what is this Page of Cups? The Tower, and I don't know if I should take that in reverse or not. I have no idea, but either way, it's going to be some sort of change in some way. It's either change or it's you resisting this change, right? But the Tower is a huge change. It's unexpected. The Tower can be super good or it can be super bad. So what happens is we'll have to see what the rest of the cards say. But with this Tower energy, this is showing me that there's a big change coming into your life. Maybe, like I said, this offer that's coming in, small offer, but it's unexpected. Otherwise, it could be that this big change is you changing your mindset altogether and having, like, letting go of the limiting beliefs to be able to believe that pigs can fly, and dreaming big and using your intuition and your innovative thinking to make decisions and that type of thing. Okay, what is the World? The World is the Queen of Swords. This is about some ending where you're needing to set some sort of boundaries, maybe cut someone off. This is also about you using your logical mind and being very analytical at this time, and being a very good communicator. But it's also like no drama, no BS, like don't mess with me, I'm done type of thing. And then let's see, what is this Two of Swords? Two of Swords is the Nine of Cups. So you are stuck in something, you're not able to make a decision, and this is messing with your happiness, right? You're needing to make this decision to find some form of happiness, some form of wish fulfillment, but you're stuck in making that decision. Otherwise, the other person is stuck in making a decision, and that's messing with your happiness in some way, or your wish fulfillment. Okay, what is the High Priestess? Very well actually could have to do with an X, because what was at the bottom of the deck was the Six of Cups. High Priestess is the Hanged Man. This is about you releasing any sort of stuck energy. This is about you being enlightened. Maybe you need to connect with spirit in some way to get this enlightenment. Otherwise, you just need to look at things from a fresh perspective, like completely different to how you've been looking at things before. It is also about surrendering to the universe and surrendering to whatever this path is that you need to go on. And lastly then, what is the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords, we got two cards coming out. So we got the Three of Swords and we got the Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be something that happens in your life that is going to be like this. I feel like, to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you, Leo, if this has got to do with love, it is very possible that there could be third-party energy here, like very sneaky behavior, something that's going to make you feel betrayed and like you're heartbroken in some way. Otherwise, someone just kind of like sneaking off into the night and being like, I'm done, like that's it. But with that, it could just be like a very major disappointment in some way. But you know, if it's got to do with work or something like that, maybe some sort of sneaky behaviors where there's some sort of disappointment, but that this is divinely guided. And although I know this sounds like how is that possible, that the divine is basically giving me this sneaky energy, this snake to break my heart, it's basically doing this maybe because you've been resisting some sort of change, and the universe is having to do this so that because whatever this position that you're in now is not something you're meant to be in, so it's karmic. You need to walk away from this, and the wheel is turning, and it's turning in your favor, and you might see it as if the universe is not working for you, but it really is. The universe is working for you to get you away from this behavior, and you're going to be more lucky in the future with whatever this is, but this has to end first. Okay, so that is your outcome, which is tough. So it could be a very tough week, and it very well could have to do with a relationship or even just like a family member or children, but it could just have to do with your home life and your stability and your happiness in general. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Leo, but I just, you know, I'm going to tell you what the cards are saying. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you, and then you know, something you kind of have false hope about something. This is obviously a warning. Like whenever I shuffle the cards, I always ask, what does Leo need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Or whoever it is, right? And this is what I asked, like what does Leo need to know for this week, for the 11th to the 17th of March? And it's telling you that there's some sort of form of deceptive energy around you that is going to cause you heartbreak and disappointment, and that it's happening for a reason. You need to let go of this. You need to stop resisting the change, and you need to move forward. You need to let go of this unfinished business, close this off so that you can start the new chapter. You can't start a new chapter until you finish something, and you need to step out of your comfort zone and face your fears and claim your independence back. Leo, I know that you guys are super independent in general, but sometimes when we do get into a relationship, it can sometimes, you know, make us feel like we've got some sort of codependency going on there. So let me see, I want to get you, I was going to get you a romance angel. I'll do that last though. Let me get you some advice. So what is the advice for Leo here? High Priestess, trust your intuition. If you trust your intuition and listen to your dreams and trust your gut, like, you know what this deceptive energy is, you know in your gut, but you kind of are resisting that because obviously it means you're going to be heartbroken. But you do need to trust that intuition. With the Tower at the bottom of the deck again, very unexpected change. Okay, what else? Ace of Swords. You need to gain clarity on this situation. You might need to communicate with someone and communicate very clearly with someone. You need to have some sort of like breakthrough when it comes to the situation, like a mental breakthrough. We have the Son of Cups, so this is time for you to kind of maybe look at other offers. Could be romantic offers. Otherwise, it is about a journey of something that is very close to your heart. And then lastly, Chariot. Time to move on, time to move ahead, overcome any sort of obstacles that you're dealing with at the moment, and have success elsewhere. You do need to get past this point, okay? Let's see, what do we have for your romance angel? Okay, it just flew out. So we have finances and career. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe that's the deceptive energy there. Maybe it's got to do with some form of finances. Otherwise, maybe you are very focused on your career, or they are, but in some way finances are getting in the way of your connection at the moment. So Leo, I hope that resonated, or actually in this case, I hope it didn't resonate. Very sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but like I said, I do have to tell you the truth of what I see. So I do hope that you could find some message that helps you here today. If it did resonate, I'm sorry to ask you, but please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Hopefully they won't be as dreary as this one, and we'll get some more positive ones for you next week. But otherwise, then I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.